Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is February 19th, 2016, and today is Friday. So looking at the economic calendar today, two major numbers coming out. First, we started with the CAD number at 3:30 p.m. South African time. It's a core CPI number that's coming out. We will also have a USD core CPI number coming out simultaneously at the same time. So looking at the market, it has been a little bit of an interesting week, some volatility, of course, but as we get into the weekend, we may expect a little bit of lullness, some quietness. I mean, we're looking at the Dow Jones here. We rallied from this low of 15,500 all the way up to 16,362. We're settling about that right now. So this is an 800-point move. The question is, are we going to continue this rally towards this high of 17,000? I would assume we're still in a bearish market, but I think we're trading a little bit on the sideways trading. We're going to be trading in a range until we confirm another bear move. Looking at oil here, oil trading at $30.45 a barrel, selling off from its 31.55 level as it hit the other day. It's a little bit hard to say which direction this is going to go. You're right smack in the middle of these two extremities, so you have literally a 50 to 50% chance of it, either going up or going down. So, it's showing some weakness, but not enough character to really pick it up here on the upside, and not enough character to really take it and sell it short. So, if you don't have to trade it, why need to jump into it? Looking at the GBP Japanese yen, continued to sell off here as we didn't hold this 163 line, and now we're trading at 161. Looking at the downside, again, it's really hard to say how far we can go. I mean, we touched this 159. That's probably the closest to anything that we have that's necessarily somewhat of a resistance line, but 160 is a major number for the GBP Japanese yen. As you can see, we had this tremendous rally for the past almost 3 years, and then we've had this recent sell-off just since the summer. So it's very reminiscent. This graph is very reminiscent of the Dow Jones, and I have compared it to it. But as you can see, it hasn't, where the Dow Jones actually took off here, this has really faltered, and this was a beautiful relative strength short. Okay, and I mentioned this earlier in a previous morning review. So if you capitalize it, good for you. Looking at the EURUSD, really dead. I mean, we're trading at 111 at the bottom of the range. It's holding its level barely, but it's holding. Could be a good point to actually pick this up as we're entering a new threshold of a new trading range between 114 and 111-ish levels. So I would keep an eye on it, just what happens today, but hasn't really been trading much in the past couple of days. Just has been a very tight range. Well, looking at the USDCAD, as you know, the USDCAD had a tremendous run for the past year and a very sharp sell-off recently. So it's a little bit of a question how far it's going to continue going down. Obviously, it's relatively it's almost picking up, catching a falling knife, as they say, as to where you're going to pick it up on the long side. But is it due for a bounce? Yeah, it's due for a bounce, but the question is how much further can it go down? So 137 is one, I would say, is one threshold, one support level. 134.37 is the next one. So you have a couple of support lines to really base yourself from. So those are the trading ideas for this week. I want to wish everybody a beautiful weekend. Thank you. This is Razak at CMTrading.